up, guys? It's Ignite here, and guys, welcome back to looking back at Hero's Quest. This is part 5, and this might just be the finale of the series for now, at least. And well, of course, like always, I am joined by my buddy Baldwin.
Hello, guys. How you doing?
So, last time, of course, we took a look at season 3's final 10 episodes.
And we had a lot of fun watching those episodes again.
And well, at the time I'm actually recording this, I've not put that video up, but I'm recording this a few days after me and Baldwin recorded the last episode, because we assume this episode won't take up as much storage, so we might as well knock two birds out right now with one stone.
Yeah. But by the time you guys do see this video, part 4 should already be up.
Yeah. So, with season 3 being finished, Baldwin, do you wanna do you wanna tell them what we'll be covering in this one?
Yes, absolutely. So in today's part of looking back at Hero's Quest, we're going to be taking a look at the Haunted Heroics Hero's Quest special episode, and also the 2 Tales from the Past episode.
Yeah, the two that have been currently released at the moment.
Yep.
Don't worry, Tales of the Past ain't dead.
No, it's far from dead.
Tales from the Past is hopefully coming back next year. I mean, later this year or next year, depending on how production goes. But expect Tales from the Past to be one of the first things to come, first new bits of Hero's Quest related content to come out before season 4, because I'll be working on season 4's new episodes alongside Tales around the same time.
For sure.
I thought I might as well get that out of the way. I mean, hope you guys saw my community post. Don't worry, we're not dead. It's just that so much has been going on in my life is the reason why I haven't been able to get into doing Hero's Quest again.
Yeah, but we are working on things behind the scenes.
Yeah, so I guess stay tuned for that. But anyways, without further ado, let's get into our first thing of the bonus stuff, that being Haunted Heroics.
Let's get started.
So, Haunted Heroics. So, pretty spooky our Halloween special.
Yeah.
Not our only Halloween special. Not going to be our only Halloween special, but our only one for now, because, I mean, eventually, of course, I've got a sequel planned.
But for now, we have Haunted Heroics.
Anyways, you wanna recap, Baldwin?
Yeah, so special starts off with Heroics, and Pearly and everybody. They have some pretty nice costumes, I'll say. I think my most favorite one is the Indigo costume. She's dressed up as a cat in the special, so automatically, her costume outclasses everybody's.
It's only because you like cats.
Yes. But anyways, the Heroics, they end up meeting the 3 pigs known as Gregory, Samson, and surprisingly Hoppity in front of a haunted house. Gregory explains how he had a friend who was trapped in the house for 5 hours, and so he begged Hiro and Heroics to save his friend.
I'm sorry, hold on a minute. Sorry, buddy, but you could go on in a minute. I'm just laughing about the fact that he was trapped in there for 5 hours. I just thought that was pretty outrageous.
Oh, yes.
Anyways, you continue.
Yeah. So, the Heroics, they enter the haunted house, and one by one, as they enter a room within the haunted house, one member of the flock gets either stolen, they disappear, or something else happens to them.
A trap.
Yeah. And so, one by one, some members of the Heroics, as we said, for example, Indigo gets lured with a piece of candy. She gets snatched. Quake tries to get her friends out of the room that they got trapped in.
Gets sent flying backwards for some reason.
Yeah, that doesn't really end up doing well for her. Uh, Another thing that happens that's pretty funny is with Rainbow when she tries drawing something, she ends up in a painting.
Which I love that one. That's honestly probably my favorite trap of all of them.
Yes, it is. Another thing that happens, gets surrounded by zombies, by zombie birds.
Yeah.
Maya gets trapped in a cage. Zaya, when taking on Big Bork,
Gets absolutely squashed for some reason.
gets squashed by Big Bork, and Star gets transformed into an ice bird.
Yeah, these traps are absolutely crazy, man. And then once almost everyone, not to mention Lily falls for a cursed hat, which is Nathan's hat.
Yeah, and she gets stuck inside the hat.
Yeah. So, leaving only Hero, Blue, Jan, Crystal, Pearly, and Jay all left to go investigate the final room, where we find our culprit behind all these traps.
We have Nigel. He was behind everything.
And for some reason, accompanying him in this room is Charlie, the Anteater from Rio 2.
Yeah. So, the Heroics, they don't really have an issue taking out Nigel. He doesn't really do anything at all. However, he does get away. However, after he gets away, Charlie, he plays with a controller. Well, it looks like he's playing with the controller, but in reality, he's doing something to free the other Heroics from the traps. And so they all reunite.
Meanwhile, of course, Nigel blames. He absolutely yells at the pigs.
Yeah.
And he's planning his revenge.
Yeah.
Which leads into season 4.
Yeah, the very first arc of season 4.
Oh my gosh. So what are your honest thoughts on this special here?
Yeah. Indigo cat costume 10 out of 10, but aside from that, I think it was a pretty good special.
It's really fun. I love all their costumes. Who would you say, besides Indigo, who would you say is your other favorite one? For me, my favorite costumes are definitely Hiro and Lily. I really like Lily's musketeer costume a lot. I'm really happy with how that turned out.
I would say Hiro as well.
Here's a pig.
Yeah.
Which fun fact, I don't think which funny thing is about these costumes, all of the props I used for these costumes, I think I've actually lost to this day now.
Yeah.
To break down all the costumes, so Hiro is a pig, Blue is a witch, which this witch hat was pretty lazy, I gotta admit. Indigo was a cat, Star and Rainbow were pirates. Jan was a mad scientist, Quake was a sheriff, Sean was a explorer, Gold was a leprechaun, Crystal was a pumpkin, Jay is a TNT box, Zaya is Laserbird, Lily is a musketeer, Maya is a queen, just so to look like and she's meant to look like her sister, of course. And then Pearly is a ogre. Did I forget anyone?
I think you got pretty much everybody.
But yeah, these are crazy costumes. Not to mention, I love the costumes the pigs had. Like Hoppity was, of course, himself because he's just a bunny.
Yeah.
While Samson Gregory were Ghost and a bird, which was really fun. So yeah, and what do you? And also, due to me filming this before I finished season 4, this was filmed. Even though this is meant to take place after season 4, this was filmed. I mean, after season 3. I'm getting ahead of myself. Oh my gosh. This is what working on a season for 4 years does to you, man.
I guess it does.
But as I was saying, this special is meant to take place after season 3, but because of that, because I filmed this after season 3, episode 7, A Sign of Hope, Lily acts like her season 1 through early 3A self.
Yeah.
She's not
But continuity-wise, this takes place after season 3.
Yeah, but the only reason why she acts like that is because I didn't know I was gonna actually kind of experiment with their characters.
Yeah.
So yeah, other than that, I think the special really holds up still.
Yeah, it does.
It's just really fun.
Yeah.
And it was a really fun first like special episode.
It really was.
And this was also this let me just note that this one was also edited by Zaya, because which you if you couldn't guess just by the fact that I recorded this one after A Sign of Hope, of course Zaya took over after the Elemental. I took over Zaya's work. I took over editing from Zaya after the Elemental arc ended.
In case you guys don't already know, of course.
So yeah, there's that. I think that's about it. Any final thoughts on this special? Any final things you want to say about this special here, Baldwin?
No, I think that's everything.
Yeah, I think that's everything. Overall, really good special. Really good special. So without further ado, let's move on to our final two things. Let's move on to the first episode of Tales from the Past.
Let's go.
Which is called, let me check what it's called. A New Threat Arises.
A New Threat Arises.
So yeah, let's do this. So let's talk about episode 1 of Tales from the Past. That being a new threat arises. So I'll recap this time, I think.
Yeah, go ahead.
So so basically this episode, of course, in the present, it's Christmas. Flame Wave come back, and when's Flame Wave come back, Hiro asks them what exactly happened with Magic Island when Nathan first struck. And so Flame Wave tell them about what happened in the past. You want to continue off of me here?
Yeah. Flame explains that Magic Island was relatively peaceful before,
and full of birds, just like any other island.
Yes, it was peaceful until Nathan came. Some birds fled, others hid in the temple. And in the end, Magic Island was left in ruins.
Not to mention, some were unlucky, either captured or defeated. Like of course the sisters were captured.
Yeah.
So yeah, things were pretty bad for Magic Island, and it was hard for Flame to keep going sometimes.
Yeah, but luckily, Flame had his sister to support him.
Well, yeah, for a while, because of course, a few months later after this is things. Of course, Wave gets turned evil, because this is pretty much the final bit of this flashback actually takes place only a few months before the whole Magic Island arc in season 2 happens.
Yep.
So yeah, that's pretty much about much for this first episode, Tales from the Past. What do you think about this first episode for Tales?
It's a nice introduction for the Hero's Quest flock to explain their backstories. I think it's a really nice first episode for this. Well, I don't know what to call this. A mini series, a spin-off? What would you consider this? A side series? What would you call this? I guess it's more of a spin-off.
I mean, it's part of the, I guess you would call it a spin-off from. I mean, it's part of the Hero's Quest lore, but it's not exactly. But it's not like a season. What's funny is season 2 is actually meant to be called Tales from the Past of the original Hero's Quest series. That was its original title for season 2, was Tales from the Past, but later on it just became season 2 because, of course, I included the arc in the present. I just wanted to let that fun fact. I thought that would be cool to share another fun fact since this is, of course, it's 5 years since Heroes Quest. This is, of course, this is 5. It's been 5 years since Heroes Quest happened.
Yeah.
So I think this honestly still holds up well. It's surprising to see that for this episode, this is one of the last few episodes that's like a shorter episode compared, because after this and the first few episodes of season 4, after these and the first few episodes of season 4, we mainly have longer episodes.
For sure.
So yeah, it's honestly kind of neat, kind of nice how well, it's kind of impressive how well I did with shorter episodes still back during this. And it's still, I think this first episode, Tales, still holds up well.
I believe so too.
So yeah, I think that's about it for this episode from Tales from the Past. Is there anything else you want to say about this first episode?
I like how we get to see snow in this episode.
Yeah, I love the snowy scene in this episode. It was fun. I thought it was a neat little idea.
That being said, I think we're ready to move on to episode 2.
This is the final thing we'll be covering in looking back at Heroes Quest. Let's end this series off, looking back at series off with a bang.
Let's go.
With season 2, with Tales from the Past, episode 2, Heartbroken. So, here we are. This is it.
Yes, this is the second episode for Tales of the Past.
And our final thing we have left to talk about in this series.
Right. Let's talk.
Want to recap this, Baldwin? One last time, since you're the guest here.
Yes. So, the sisters, Blue, Indigo, and Rainbow, they explain their story, their backstory
of what happened before Hiro came along.
Yeah, so it turns out that Rainbow and Blue were on Magic Island when Nathan attacked. They love to do some exploring of the island. Eventually, they run into Nathan, who yeets Rainbow
using a spell.
Yeah, yeets Rainbow like 25 million miles across the sky using a Sharpie.
No, it's a wand. It's a wand. He uses some sort of spell that he never uses again.
Yeah, Sharpie, wand, yeah. Anyways.
Yeah, it's the guy Nathan in this episode, he's just a pig with a Sharpie.
Yeah. So, anyways, Blue managed to get away, and during that time, she becomes a big sister to Indigo.
And she tries to forget about Rainbow in the meantime, since Rainbow's gone.
Yeah, which it's pretty hard for her. Between you and me, it's pretty hard.
It is pretty hard.
Yeah. So, some time pass. Blue gets captured by Nathan, and she is held captive until she's held captive until she agrees that she will become Nathan's apprentice, which she doesn't really like. And during the time that Blue is
captured, Indigo comes to visit her comes to visit her a lot. Tries to free her, but unfortunately never ends up working. She's gotten lucky to escape until one night struck.
Yeah, where she was caught by Nathan, who, as punishment for breaking into the castle and trying to free her sister, Nathan banishes Indigo underground in a cave, and Indigo is stuck there for 2 years.
Yep, as that was established in season 2.
Yeah.
Poor little thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, now we've officially got. Now with both these 2 episodes and the season 2 and the Blue and Indigo backstory episodes from season 2, we have a pretty good picture. We have a pretty big. Now there's a pretty good idea of happened on Magic Island, what happened on Magic Island before Hiro came along and saved Blue.
Yes, we now get the full picture.
Which I honestly think it's really cool that how I did this. Want to say any thoughts on this episode?
No, I think I said all what I needed to say.
I say this episode still holds up like the other one. I really love how much lore is involved in this one in these episodes. These Tales from the Past is really great, honestly, and I'm excited to get back to it with a huge arc.
Yes, a very special arc,
which I won't say anything about until we get there, until gets closer to the time of that arc. Which when that arc is about to happen, I will be dropping a teaser.
Yeah, but with that, I'm pretty sure that's it for the second episode of Tales from the Past, and that does it for the Looking Back as Hero's Quest so far.
We don't know if we'll ever return to this series, but this is the final episode for now because season 4 is way too new to do a looking back at right now.
Yeah, and it's also not finished yet.
Yeah. So that's about it. Honestly, this was really fun to do this series.
A nice little look back at these episodes.
We've officially looked at 103 episodes of Hero's Quest.
Which is a lot. But we did it.
So yeah, guys, I think that's so how much did you enjoy this, by the way, Baldwin? I really enjoyed this a lot.
Yeah, I thought it was fun.
And I thank Baldwin a lot for joining me for this, and I also thank everyone here for watching this for tuning in and listening to this podcast-based series.
Thank you all so much for your lovely, lovely support. We very much appreciate it.
So yeah, guys, I really hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I really hope you guys enjoyed Looking Back at Hero's Quest. Hopefully, Looking Back at Hero's Quest was enough to hold you guys over for while Season 4 and Tales from the Past are still in pre-production for their comebacks.
Yeah.
But don't worry. Hopefully within the next few months, hopefully by the time that this finale comes out, hopefully you'll see some more news.
So just stay tuned in the meantime.
So yeah, anyways, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this one. So guys, please like, comment, and subscribe, and well, stay tuned for more content, guys. Alright, guys. Bye!
See ya, folks.
That's all, folks. I don't know why I did that, but bye, guys.